judge what you're looking at? Like if you're critiquing a paper or a piece of artwork?
It could be.
It's a created item that, it's not just black and white, where
Right.
checking is more
Whereas
black and
checking
white.
is more, you have a list of internal
Right or
criteria. Let
wrong.
me give you an example. Let's say you have a hypothesis and you go through this whole experiment, then you go back through, does my data support my hypothesis? That's internal. I have these set things that I'm looking for. Whereas a rubric is a little bit more open. You know, you're looking for more things. And another thing could be like critiquing or judging could be, let's say, for example, that you're looking at someone's behavior. Okay, how does that behavior relate on the standards that we've set for behavior? You see, that would be critiquing their behavior.
So
Because
it
those
isn't
could be
subjective.
not, well, it depends on how those are stated. If they're
Okay.
like, this is it, boom, or these are our expectations.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? I'm just saying we do a little bit of both of these, and I don't think we really spend much time in the course of life, my friends. It's not that big a deal, but it's kind of good when you get into the things you're asking kids to do to kind of realize the subtle differences between those. The last one is create, and creating can be generating, planning, or producing. Producing a play is one type of creativity, but generating, hypothesizing ideas at a meeting can also be creating. Planning something, devising, going back and forth. If you're sitting with a group of teachers and you're planning something, you're planning some unit maybe you're going to do together, that's very creative when you're planning. You're using your ideas, you're interacting. How many times do you ask your kids to do that? Do you ask your kids to create? To plan? To produce? To generate? Those are things that I want you to be thinking about. Okay, so when it all comes together, it looks like this. And I've got one over here that I'm going to use, and you have one too. It's blue. So, keeping that in mind, think about what you do. And I want you to first come up with where you teach an A1. What is a fact that you ask kids to remember in your content? Just one. Talk at your tables. What's one fact you teach kids and ask them to remember?